Hello everyone. Just wanted to stop in and tell some of you who I've spoke with and commented, to and had comments from, that you are in my thoughts. I think every day of all of you. There's just so much going on with me that, I waited so long for understanding. It's like I've gathered the knowledge. I went through my journey. I went through and gathered the experience and the knowledge. And now all at once, as it was told to me, I'm getting understanding of all these things. But it's for myself right now, I guess. Because there's no way to give what's just happened to me the last few months. I mean, because it's registering. Things are automatically registering. All the knowledge, all the, that I have taken in and pondered, all that I have went through is being understood. And it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. I mean, the things of God are so high to grasp them. It is impossible to grasp when understanding is coming to you. And things are everything beginning to make sense and be seen for what it is. I have so much in me right now that I can't bring myself to just, understanding what I'm supposed to give. So I know that the work is still being finished in me. And that's all I do. Other than work is, I'm studying, I'm pondering things. I mean, there's no way to explain what's happening with me right now. But, the last thing I ever want to do is speak a lie in the name of God. And that's why I must make sure that what I give is given rightly. So I have to let these things be finished in me. There's so many out there, and it's just doctrines. Those of you who have truly desired God, who have truly sought for God, who have truly heard His Word, you know who you are. And I think the majority has never heard it. So many on there are just studying their Bible but not having the Spirit to back them. That book is the most awesome book if you have the Spirit to guide you and give you understanding. And all who have heard it and have had the Spirit guiding them will share the same testimony. They hear the same gospel. The others are just a diverse of doctrine. But they will always come to roadblocks or things that they cannot, scripture that won't make sense to them. And there is some scripture that you can read it 1,000 times. And you might get something from it. And you might get a partial understanding of it. But when the revelation comes, you get the fullness of it. The meaning of what was said, the true, in fullness. It's not just tearing apart. It makes sense and it unlocks everything when a scripture is given to you. right now, I just want, everyone who has a heart for God and who trusts God to continue to trust God. Those who have sought for Him and have believed the word that they heard and have hoped in that word that they heard, you have been sealed. Those who have truly heard God. I'd like to leave with a poem. This was one of my first poems I ever wrote. It was after the confusion, and then when I sought for God, and then the Bible became alive to me, and I heard the gospel, the good news, and then other people from around me began to tell me how wrong I was. They began to shove the doctrine and tell me that I didn't understand. I had no understanding, and I started listening to them. And in listening to them, I denied God and what God was showing me. And it's been a long journey since then. Now God is showing me, listen to me. Do not listen to every other voice. Listen to my voice. You know my voice. But I just want to leave with the poem that I wrote when I was, it was after the doubts started coming. I heard the gospel, and then the doubts started coming. I first called it a child's prayer, and then it was a prisoner's prayer. But it goes something like this. Send now thy truth, O Lord, light mine eyes with thy wondrous light, for my soul does sink into a pit, and darkness has beset me round about. I cannot see for what I stumble. Stretch forth thy hand, O Lord, and save thy child from this death, for in thee only do I hope, and in thee only do I trust. Selah. That just came out of me one day, and I wrote it down and never forgot it. But that was my prayer after my original prayer when I said, teach me who you are, show me. Teach me that I'll teach my children, and they'll teach their children. I wanted the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And that is the one right thing I done in my life was when I went to God in truth and asked Him. And He will not forsake those that seek Him diligently. We may fall, but He is still true. No matter what we do, He is still true. I hope to be back soon. Hope always, hope to the end. Do not listen to man, but turn to God and listen to God. Man, the words of man will quench the spirit. They will put out the spirit. Have faith in God. Turn only to Him. God bless you. Be well. Bye-bye.